Welcome back to the Jets franchise. In the last episode, we had our 3-game winning streak snapped when we lost against the Rams 23-17, and today we get to take on the New England Patriots for the second time this year. Now, we do have a few upgrades before we get into that game, like tight end Brock Bowers, who's going to get +3 to his awareness and deep route, 1 to juke move, 1 to pass block finesse, and 1 to run block, and 2 to pass block. Then we also have wide receiver Brendan Rice, who is finally not injured. He should be in today's game. He gets +1 to ball carrier vision, catch in traffic, medium route, and spectacular catch, 2 to juke move, and 3 to his short route. And then we have our backup quarterback Jordan Travis. He may be our starter next year, he may not be. I have not made that decision yet, but he gets +1 to throw accuracy deep and mid and short, and 1 to throw on the run. I know generally I go over a team's entire depth chart. I'm not going to do that today because we've already played the Patriots this season. The main thing you need to know is all of these top players, and then their starting quarterback is Caleb Williams. And he would get the ball to start today. They have already driven down to the Jets' 23-yard line. Caleb Williams from under center will drop back to pass. He's throwing this to the outside. That's going to be caught. Now up the sideline. He's brought down for an 8-yard play. Now on a 2nd and 2, he runs a play action to Benson. He's going to the end zone and overthrows his man. Thankfully, he could not hit him. That sets up a 3rd and 2 now. He's back in shotgun from the 15-yard line. He will take the snap and look to pass. Going to the outside. That'll be caught for the first down. That's Mike Gesicki down to the 9, and John Franklin Myers is injured. Now Caleb Williams will line up under center. Trey Benson is the running back again. He runs a play action. Now he's throwing this one to the end zone. He will find his man. Touchdown, Patriots. It is Albert O. I'm not going to try to say his entire last name. Let's find out if the Jets can respond to that touchdown. A 1st and 10 from their own 20. Rodgers lines up under center. We'll start with a handoff to Breece Hall, who goes to the outside, and Hall will begin today's game with an 8-yard carry. That brings up a 2nd and 2, and Rodgers is going right back under center. Taysom Hill still lined up in the backfield. A quick throw to the outside to absolutely nobody. That sets up a 3rd and 2. Rodgers out of shotgun will look to go downfield. He throws it underneath. That is going to be caught by Garrett Wilson, and it will keep our drive alive. Now we come out with a 5-wide set. Rodgers obviously looking to pass. Under pressure. He's going deep downfield, and he misses his receiver. Now a 2nd and 10. At the 33-yard line, Blake Corum is lined up at running back, but Rodgers will drop back to pass. A quick throw to the outside, caught by Bowers, and that makes it another 3rd and 2 situation. Can Rodgers convert again and keep the drive moving? From the 41, it's going to be a play fake to Breece Hall. Rolling to the outside. He's throwing on the run deep downfield, and that one will go out of bounds, and we would punt this ball away. New England once again deep in Jets territory. On a 3rd and 4, Caleb was under pressure, goes to the outside, finds an open man, and he's down to the 9-yard line. That sets up a 1st and goal with a 5-wide set now. Williams will take the snap and looks to pass again, going to the end zone. He will find his man. Touchdown to Juju Smith-Schuster. They are up 14-0. Now the Jets are staring at a 3rd and 4, a possible 3-and-out from their own 31. Rodgers is back in shotgun. He will take the snap and look to pass. It's a screen to the outside, caught by Breece Hall, who will follow his blocks for the first down and more, finally getting brought down to the 41-yard line. Let's see if Rodgers snaps the ball before the end of the first. They definitely will. Hand off to Breece Hall to the outside, who's got another first down across the Patriots' 40-yard line. That run would take us into the second quarter, where we would start with a 2-yard carry, but then get a false start. So now 2nd and 13. Rodgers dropping back to pass. Will step up, and Rodgers is going to take off and slide down, making it a 3rd and 8. We come back in shotgun. Blake Corum is lined up at running back. Rodgers will take the snap and fake it to Corum. Now he's going to throw this one downfield, caught by Bowers, and he has the first down to the 28-yard line. An incomplete pass on the next play brings up a 2nd and 10. Rodgers is back in shotgun. Corum is still lined up at running back here. We will take the snap and look to pass. He's going downfield to a wide open Garrett Wilson, who will be met and brought down about the 10-yard line. That gives the Jets a 1st and goal. Rodgers back in shotgun. Breece Hall is lined up at running back again. But Rodgers will throw this one to the outside. That'll be caught by Brendan Rice and brought down for a very short gain. That gives us a 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. A quick throw will be caught by Curtis Samuel, who takes us down to the 2-yard line. Now a goal line set. Taysom Hill's lined up at fullback. Breece Hall is the running back. We give it to Breece, and he is met in the backfield. A 4th and goal. And down by 2 touchdowns, we apparently are just going to elect to send out Cameron Dicker and take the 19-yard field goal, try to make it 14-3. Caleb Williams faces a 3rd and 11 on their next drive, and that one will fall incomplete. We finally force a punt today. And following that punt, we have driven all the way down to the Patriots' 23-yard line for a 1st and 10. Rodgers out of shotgun, going over the middle. He finds Curtis Samuel, who's down to the 11-yard line. That play would drop us down to the 2-minute warning, but a couple plays later, it's a 3rd and 5, and Rodgers looking to run, and he gets murdered, does not get the first down, and it leads to a 4th and 1, which we are apparently going to go for. From the 2-yard line, Rodgers back in shotgun. We'll drop back to pass, a quick throw to the outside, touchdown to Brock Bowers. The defense in simulation would force a punt, so now we take over with 1:13 to play in the half and 1 timeout. Rodgers out of shotgun, we'll drop back to pass. Going deep on the first play, and that one will be caught, and down to the 30-yard line is Garrett Wilson. We elect to not burn that final timeout just yet, about 30 seconds to play. A quick throw caught by Curtis Samuel, he's brought down to the 23. We have still not called that final timeout, a 2nd and 2, the clock is running. Rodgers back in shotgun, taking a while to snap this ball, he finally will. A quick throw will be caught by Garrett Wilson, who cuts out of bounds with 6 seconds to play in the half. And we're just going to play this safe and send out Cameron Dicker for a 33-yard field goal to make this a 1-point game, but the offense finally looked alive. We would get the ball to start the second half, and now we face a 3rd and 3 at the Patriots' 27-yard line. Rodgers out of shotgun, a quick throw will be caught by Curtis Samuel down to the 21-yard line. But now David Edwards, one of our linemen, is injured. Rodgers will come out under center on the next play. Breece Hall is the running back, but he will look to pass. Going over the middle, caught by, I believe, Brendan Rice for just a 5-yard play. That leads to a 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers back in shotgun. Breece Hall is lined up in the backfield. Rodgers will look to pass again. Rolling to the outside, needs to get rid of it. Still rolling farther back. A lot of time, and finally throws it away. That sets up a 3rd down. Rodgers out of shotgun. Will drop back to pass again. He's going downfield. That's caught by Garrett Wilson, who gets hit by several players but holds on anyway. That will give the Jets a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. They come out with a handoff to Breece Hall, who goes to the outside and will get met and brought down. But there is a flag. I imagine it's a holding call, and that's what it is. So that will make it a 1st and goal from the 14-yard line. Rodgers comes out with a 5-wide set, looking to pass. Rodgers going to the end zone here, and he will have Brock Bowers, but they say he did not get 2 feet down. Apparently, we are going to challenge that one, though. That did look incredibly close. I can't really see his feet in that position there. There's 1 foot down, and the other foot, it comes down pretty close, but we still can't really see the white at all. They end up overturning that, so we get the touchdown to Brock Bowers, and now we're going for 2 to try to make it a 7-point game. Rodgers will take the snap, a quick throw, and that one will be caught, and we're up 21-14. Now jumping much later into this game, nothing else has really happened. We have 4 minutes to play, it's still 21-14. The Patriots have the ball and have just converted a 3rd down. So on the next play, with under 3.5 minutes to go from the 17, he's going deep downfield. He's got Juju for the 1st down all the way to the 35. An 8-yard run from their running back now brings up a 2nd and 2. From their own 42, he's going to send a man in motion here. Caleb Williams back in shotgun. Ramondre Stevenson, the running back. They give it to Stevenson, who goes to the outside. He's got the 1st down and will get forced down near the 50. Now Caleb Williams with a 5-wide set in Jets territory. He will take the snap, a quick throw, and that's going to fall incomplete. Now 2:16 to play. Caleb Williams will drop back to pass again. He's going to the sideline. That'll be caught by Juju for another 1st down. Why are we not covering him? We now have 2:11 left to play at the Jets' 30-yard line. Caleb Williams back in shotgun. We'll send a man in motion. Ramondre Stevenson is lined up at running back. Caleb will take the snap. Now roll out to the outside. He's going to throw this on the run deep downfield. That is caught and into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Why was there nobody on Devontae Parker? Aaron Rodgers will take the field with 2:01 to play. From his own 24-yard line, Blake Corum is the running back. We give it to Corum, who goes up the middle and is brought down for a 3-yard carry, taking us to the 2-minute warning. Now, both teams do still have all 3 timeouts. With a 2nd and 7, Rodgers will take the snap and looks to pass. Going over the middle, he's got Brendan Rice, who is now across the 50-yard line. All we need is field goal range, and that got us a lot closer. 1st and 10, Rodgers back in shotgun. Corum is the running back again. We'll take the snap, run a play action, a quick throw caught by Curtis Samuel. He's all the way down to the 32, and now New England has burned their very first timeout. With 1:22 to play, Rodgers lines up under center. We will send Taysom Hill in motion at fullback. Hand off to Breece Hall, and he's trying to find some space, and he'll get body slammed down for a 3-yard gain. They burn their 2nd timeout. Now a 2nd and 7. From the 29, Rodgers comes back in pistol. 1:17 to play, another handoff to Breece Hall, and Hall to the outside will get close to the marker. They give him the 1st down, but now Brock Bowers is injured, so it causes us to burn a timeout. Obviously, we're going to hope that Bowers is not too injured here. A minute 12 to play now. From the 22-yard line, we give it to Breece Hall again, right up the middle, and Hall inside the 10 before he is finally brought down, and the Patriots now burn their final timeout. From the 8-yard line, Rodgers lines up under center with a minute 8 to play. Another handoff to Breece Hall. He is hit immediately. That now sets up a 2nd and goal with about 30 seconds to play. The Jets come out in shotgun. Blake Corum is the running back. I imagine that's where this is going, and it is. Corum follows his blocks to the outside and gets brought down to bring up a 3rd and goal. And for whatever reason, our coach has decided to call a timeout with 11 seconds to play. So this should give us the lead here. The kick is away, and it is good. But we give them 8 seconds to try something. Hopefully it's not a huge kick return. The kick is sent deep. Where are they going to field this? It'll be about the 5-yard line. They bring it up across the 20, and he is juking and brought down to the 24. So they get one play here from Caleb Williams from the 24-yard line. Williams back in shotgun. He will drop back to pass, obviously. Looking to go deep downfield, hit as he's throwing, and that one will be intercepted by C.J. Mosley. He just needs to go down, but the Jets, I almost said the Patriots, the Jets have got here with the win, 24-21, and we get back to 500 on the season. I didn't show a lot of the second half because nothing was really happening, so the final stats seem to be a little messed up. Aaron Rodgers went 26 for 36, 283 yards and a touchdown, but he definitely threw 2 touchdowns. Breece Hall got 111 yards on the ground. Receiving, Curtis Samuel 8 for 65, Garrett Wilson 8 for 116, but Brock Bowers 5 for 55, and he should have 2 touchdowns, but I guess they're not counting the one that got overturned for some reason, just some great EA stuff. Sauce Gardner led the team in tackles. We got 3 sacks, 2 from Quinnen Williams, 1 from Leonard Floyd, interceptions, 1 from C.J. Mosley right there at the end of the game. Now let's see, Caleb Williams went 20 for 31, 202 yards and 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Their main running back, Trey Benson, 67 yards on the ground, and receiving, Albert O got a touchdown, Devontae Parker, and Juju. Now moving on to our next game, we will get to take on the 3-6 Pittsburgh Steelers, but the main thing to notice here is we are now 2nd in the division at 5-5. So we're only really 1 win behind the Bills right now. We haven't played them at all this season, so we will have a chance if we can continue winning to take the lead in the division here in a couple weeks. But the main part behind that is we have to keep winning. The Steelers are led by a 74 overall quarterback in Kenny Pickett. At running back is an 87 overall in Najee Harris. Wide receiver is an 82 George Pickens and a 75 Ladd McConkey. At tight ends an 83 overall. Left tackle is a 74. Left guard is a 76. Center is a 73 overall. Right guard is a 69. And right tackle is a 74. Now over on defense, they have a 73 overall left end, a 74 overall right end, a 76 overall defensive tackle. Outside linebacker is a 98 in TJ Watt. Middle linebacker is an 80 overall. Right outside linebacker is an 86. At corner, they have an 80 overall in Joey Porter and a 79 in Mike Hilton. Free safety is a 95 and strong safety is an 80. This time, we will get the ball first, and we get to start at our own 27-yard line. Rodgers comes out in shotgun. Breece Hall is the running back. We'll take the step, handoff to Hall, who goes right up the middle, and we'll start today with a first down run to the 40-yard line. You gotta love when our running back gets off to a solid start. 1st and 10 from the 40, and now we're gonna give it to Blake Corum. And Corum, looking for room to run, will break that tackle and get brought down for a 2-yard run. That leads to a 2nd and 8, and apparently a 5-wide set for Aaron Rodgers. He'll take the snap and look to pass. A quick throw to the outside, caught by Garrett Wilson, who has the first down into Steelers territory. A 4-yard run from Breece Hall on the next play brings up a 2nd and 6, and now another 5-wide set for the Jets. Going downfield, he finds Garrett Wilson, who's breaking tackles and finally getting brought down to the 15-yard line. Now we're inside the red zone. Rodgers will drop back to the pass again. He's throwing to the outside. That's once again Garrett Wilson, this time down to the 3-yard line to set up a 1st and goal. I don't know what's gotten into Garrett Wilson in this game, but I absolutely love it so far. 1st and goal. We come out in a goal line set. We'll take the step, handoff to Breece Hall, who will go up the middle and get brought down to the 1-yard line. Now a 2nd and goal. Rodgers is back in shotgun. We'll take the step, handoff to Blake Corum, and he will get brought down immediately. That sets up a 3rd and goal, and it looks like Rodgers is going to line up under center because we have another goal line set. We'll take the step, handoff to Breece Hall, and he won't get anywhere. Now a 4th and goal. But we're not going to settle for a field goal this time. From the 2-yard line, Rodgers comes back out. We line up under center. It'll be another handoff to Breece Hall, and this time he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Now Kenny Pickett has managed to drive the Steelers into Jets territory. It's a 3rd and 3 at R42. Pickett back in shotgun, will drop back to pass. A quick throw is going to be caught downfield by Pickens down to the 31. Now Kenny Pickett lines up under center. Najee Harris is the running back, and that's where they go with it up the middle, and he will fight his way forward for a 5-yard gain on apparently his first carry of the drive. It leads to a 2nd and 5, and now they come out with a 5-wide set. Kenny Pickett is the only one in the backfield. He will take the snap. A quick throw to the outside will be caught by Pickens, who breaks that tackle. Now up the sideline, is forced out at the 13. The Steelers knocking on the door to tie this game up. Pickett comes back in shotgun. He'll take the snap. It's a quick throw to the outside, caught by Freiermuth, who cuts upfield and is brought down for a 6-yard play. It leads to a 2nd and 4 from the Jets' 7-yard line. Pickett back in shotgun. They'll go to Najee Harris this time. He goes up the middle and will get close to the marker. They rule it 3rd and inches. They come out in shotgun for the next play. With Najee Harris still in at running back, he'll take the snap. A quick throw to the end zone will fall incomplete. Now, will they settle for a field goal or go for it? They're going to get aggressive. They send Kenny Pickett back out. He lines up under center. Najee Harris is the running back here. They'll take the snap. They give it to Najee. He tries to find some space, and he has the first down, setting up a 1st and goal at the 1. They now come out in the same exact formation for the very next play, and they go right back to Najee Harris, and this time he doesn't get anything. 2nd and goal. Now Pickett lines up under center from the 2-yard line this time. They go right back to Najee Harris, who meets C.J. Mosley and once again won't find the end zone. It brings up a 3rd and goal, and now they come out with a goal line set. Najee Harris is still the running back, and that's going to be a false start on the Steelers. So now from the 6-yard line, Pickett will look to pass. A quick throw downfield into the end zone. Touchdown to George Pickens. And now Aaron Rodgers is staring at a possible 3-and-out. This is a 3rd and 8. He'll drop back to the pass from shotgun. He's going to go deep downfield and overthrow Curtis Samuel. On the Steelers' next drive, they have driven all the way down to the 11-yard line. It's a 2nd and 2. Pickett back in shotgun. Will drop back to pass. A quick throw. That's going to be caught, and Ladd McConkey is into the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. Another possible 3-and-out for the Jets here. A 3rd and 3 from our own 32. Handoff to Breece Hall, who goes to the outside. The blocking doesn't set up, and that leads to a 4th and 1. Kenny Pickett has once again gotten them into Jets territory. This is a 3rd and 7 from R49. He'll drop back to the pass. He steps up in the pocket. Kenny Pickett's going to take off, and he will get the first down running through C.J. Mosley. Under 4 minutes to play here in the half. With a 1st and 10, Pickett lines up under center. He'll drop back to the pass this time. He steps up and throws on the run. He finds Pickens for another Steelers first down. A couple incomplete passes later, it is now a 3rd and 10. Pickett back in shotgun. He'll drop back to the pass. Looking to convert again. He's under pressure, getting sacked on the play by Quinnen Williams. And they're going to rule that, I guess, that he was down. I saw the ball pop up. I didn't know if they were going to try to call it a fumble or an incomplete pass. But now they settle for a field goal, and the kick is good, giving them a 10-point lead. The Jets would begin this drive with a 4-yard run from Breece Hall. Now a 2nd and 6 with about 2 minutes to go. We do have all 3 timeouts here, but we hand it to Breece Hall again, who goes to the outside. He'll break that tackle, juke out a defender, and get brought down to the 43-yard line and take us down to the 2-minute warning. Now Rodgers comes back in shotgun. Breece Hall is still the running back, but Rodgers will look to pass this time. He's going to be under pressure, rolling to the outside, throwing in the run, and that's going to fall incomplete. He's only thrown the ball 5 times this half. That's pretty impressive because Breece Hall doesn't have a lot of carries either. I guess we have gone 3 and out a couple times. Now a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a quick throw to the outside, and Brendan Rice never turned around. That leads to a 3rd and 10. Rodgers back in shotgun. Breece Hall is still the running back here. He will take the snap and looks to pass. He's going downfield. That's going to be caught by Garrett Wilson, who breaks the tackle and is brought down to the 45. We elect to not burn a timeout, though, which is kind of surprising. A minute and a half to play here in the first half. Rodgers will drop back to pass, going over the middle again, and that's going to be Curtis Samuel to the 35. But once again, we elect to not call a timeout. A minute, 8 seconds to go. It's a 2nd and inches. Rodgers from shotgun will look to pass again. It's a screen to the outside. That's caught by Breece Hall, who will juke out one defender and get brought down to the 29. We would burn our first timeout with 55 seconds to go here in the half. Now Rodgers comes out as the only one in the backfield. He will take the snap and looks to pass again. He's going deep downfield, and that one will be incomplete. Intended, that one, I believe, for Blake Corum. You know, I don't have the talent to be an NFL quarterback, but I think throwing a jump ball to your 5'8" running back might not be the best idea. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Rodgers will drop back to pass again, throwing this one to the outside, and it goes out of bounds. 3rd and 10. At the 29-yard line, Rodgers will line up under center. Taysom Hill is lined up at fullback, but Rodgers will drop back to pass. He's going to throw this towards the sideline and miss everybody. 4th and 10, and we should send out Cameron Dicker. A 46-yard try to make this a one-score game. The kick is away, and this one is good. Now, jumping into the second half, I was simulating some of the Pittsburgh drive. They would get intercepted by Quincy Williams, and Ladd McConkey was injured on the play, but the Jets take over at the 20-yard line. Let's see if Rodgers can tie this game up. Blake Corum is lined up at running back, but Rodgers will drop back to pass. A quick throw to the outside will be incomplete. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Rodgers back out of a 5-wide set will drop back to pass, going down the sideline to absolutely nobody. That now sets up a 3rd and 10. A possible 3-and-out here. Rodgers out of shotgun will drop back to pass one more time. Standing in the pocket. Now he's going to roll to the outside, and Rodgers is going to take off. He's going to fumble the ball, and the Steelers have recovered it. So we intercept Kenny Pickett. It does not matter, though. A couple plays later, the defense does have a chance to force a 3-and-out. On a 3rd and 16, it's a screen to the outside, and the blocking kind of set up, but it won't set up well enough. A 4th and 7, and they'll punt it away. But now we face a 3rd and 5 on the following drive from the Steelers' 48-yard line. Out of shotgun, Rodgers under quick pressure, and he throws it right into the back of TJ Watt, and we'll punt it away again. Now, thankfully, our defense would once again force a 3-and-out, but now we face a 3rd and 8. He's going downfield to a wide-open Brendan Rice into Steelers territory, but now Bernard Raymond, our starting left tackle, is injured. We come back out in shotgun with Blake Corum at running back, and we will give it to Corum, who goes up the middle with a huge lane and a first down to the 34-yard line. On the next play, Breece Hall will check back into the game here. And we'll give it to Hall, who jukes to the outside, breaks a tackle from TJ Watt, and will ultimately get brought down for a loss of 1. That was a lot of moves to not gain anything. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers out of shotgun will drop back to pass. Standing in the pocket. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. That'll be caught by Garrett Wilson down to the 3-yard line, and TJ Watt is injured for the Steelers. Obviously, that could be a massive loss for them, but now a 1st and goal. He'll take the snap, and we give it to Breece Hall, who will be able to walk into the end zone, and we will tie this game up at 17. We now head to the 4th quarter of this game. It is a 3rd and 7. The Steelers are going downfield, and he finds his man. That's Ladd McConkey for the first down, and Quinnen Williams is now injured for us. But now the Steelers, just a couple plays later, face a 3rd and 8 from the 21. Now Pickett will drop back to pass. He's standing in the pocket. He's going to go deep downfield. He's got Freiermuth, but it's knocked out of his hands. A 4th and 8, and they should settle for a field goal. They would make that field goal, giving them a 3-point lead. Now Rodgers faces a 3rd and 3 and a possible 3-and-out. He's going deep over the middle and overthrows everybody. But then I was trying to simulate just a bit. We punted it away, but on the first play of the drive, Byron Jones comes up with a pick, and we take over at the 11 with 9:03 to play. Rodgers, we really need you to take advantage of this turnover. 1st and 10. We line up in shotgun. He will drop back to pass. It's a quick throw to the outside, caught by Blake Corum. That moves us down to the 8-yard line. That brings up a 2nd and 7. Rodgers back in shotgun. Breece Hall is the running back. He will take the snap and looks to pass. Rolling to the outside. Needs to get rid of it. He's hit as he's throwing, and it goes out of bounds. The last time we got great field position, Rodgers ended up fumbling on a 3rd down. Let's try to avoid that this time. 3rd and 7. Rodgers with a quick throw, and there is nobody there. He threw it in between 2 different receivers. So we will send out Cameron Dicker for about a 25-yard field goal to try to tie this game up with about 8.5 minutes to go. The kick is away, and it is good. However, fun fact on that, Brock Bowers somehow got injured on the play, so he may not be in the rest of the game. I'm not 100% sure yet. Thanks to a penalty on this drive, that would move them back to a 1st and 20, but now they face a 3rd and 17. Pickett out of shotgun. He's going deep over the middle, and he's got George Pickens for the first down. We just allowed them to convert a 3rd and 17. And with about 5 minutes to play, they're probably getting close to the area where you could just run down the clock and kick a field goal. From the 42, Pickett's going to throw this to the outside and find nobody. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pickett back in shotgun again. We'll drop back. Another quick throw to the outside. That one will be caught for the first down to the 31 by Ladd McConkey. Now Kenny Pickett lines up under center. He'll drop back to the pass. He's going to go deep downfield but overthrow everybody. 2nd down. With 4:20 to play in the game, Pickett lines up under center. Najee Harris is his running back. They run a fake to Najee. I can say his name. But he finds a wide open George Pickens downfield. There was nobody covering him. Now a 1st and goal from the 5. He lines up under center. Najee Harris is his running back. They fake it to Harris again. He's now going to dance around the pocket, rolling to the outside, throws on the run. He finds his man into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Now with 4:04 to play, the Jets take over at their own 25-yard line. Rodgers is lined up under center. Handoff to Breece Hall directly up the middle, and he gets brought down for a 2-yard gain. Now a 2nd and 8. Rodgers back in shotgun. Breece Hall is the running back here. 3.5 minutes to play in the game. He'll take the snap, and he's going to throw this one downfield. That'll be caught, I believe, by Curtis Samuel to set up a 3rd and 3. Now at the 32-yard line, Rodgers is back in shotgun. Blake Corum is the running back. He will drop back to pass, standing in the pocket. He's going to fire this one downfield, caught by Curtis Samuel, and our drive continues. Now 2:35 to play at the 39-yard line. Rodgers with a quick throw to the outside will be caught by Garrett Wilson, who will be met and brought down for a gain of 6 now. Let's see if we get the snap off before the 2-minute warning. About 2:01 to go, he will get the snap. Rodgers will look to pass. A quick throw caught by Brendan Rice, and he'll get brought down to the 49, and that does take us down to the 2-minute warning. 1:58 to play, and now Rodgers is going to flip this play, I believe. He will line up in shotgun. Breece Hall is his running back. We do have all 3 timeouts. He'll take the snap and look to pass. Rodgers throwing to the outside, caught by Breece Hall, who will break that tackle and get out of bounds. 1:53 to play. Rodgers back in shotgun. He's the only one in the backfield. He's going downfield. He's got an open Brock Bowers, who gets brought down to the 23-yard line. Thankfully, it does not appear that injury to Bowers earlier was serious at all. 1st and 10. Back in shotgun. Breece Hall is the running back, but obviously he'll look to pass again. Rodgers throws to the outside, and that bounces off the helmet of Curtis Samuel and will fall incomplete. Now 1:18 to play. At the 23-yard line, Rodgers will drop back to the pass. He's going to fire this over the middle. He finds Brock Bowers, who is into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. We should tie this up with about 1 minute to play. There is exactly 1:13 to play. Both teams do have all 3 timeouts from their own 25. Pickett will drop back to the pass. He's going to start by throwing to the outside. That'll be caught by McConkey for an 8-yard gain. Now 1:08 to go. Pickett will line up under center. Najee Harris is still lined up in the backfield, but he will obviously look to pass. A quick throw to the outside, caught by Pickens, and they're getting closer and closer to field goal range. They elect to not burn a timeout there, though. About 45 seconds to play here in regulation. At their own 42-yard line, Pickett will take the snap and look to pass. He's rolling around, throws on the run, and that's going to be caught by Harris for a gain of 4. They would burn a timeout with 37 seconds to go in the game. At the 46-yard line now, Pickett is all alone in the backfield. We'll take the snap. We're bringing a heavy blitz, and it's going to get home. He fumbles the ball, but unfortunately, the Steelers dive back on top of it. I'm starting to think that was maybe our big missed opportunity there. 32 seconds on a 3rd and 6. Pickett will take the snap and look to pass again. He's going deep down the sideline. That will result in a 4th down, and they will punt this one away most likely. I did not think bringing all that pressure was going to be a good idea, but it got home and I think kind of disrupted Pickett for the next couple of plays, and this punt is going to go into the end zone. Now, we do have 21 seconds to go in regulation. With all 3 timeouts, I really would like for us to try to push the ball downfield a bit, but I would also understand just handing it to Breece Hall and playing for overtime. And now officially headed into overtime. Who's going to win the coin toss? The Steelers have won it, so they should receive the ball first. Kenny Pickett and the offense will start at their own 25-yard line. He takes the snap, hands off to Najee Harris, who goes up the middle. He'll get met and fight his way forward for a 6-yard gain. Now at their own 31-yard line, Pickett lines up under center. They go back to Najee Harris. Never mind, it's a play fake. He's under pressure. A throw downfield caught by Harris, and they get the first down to the 37. Now Pickett goes back under center. He'll take the snap. They go back to Najee, who goes up the middle. He has a huge lane and the first down into Jets territory. He finally gets brought down to the 45-yard line. Is the defense even going to give Aaron Rodgers a chance to win this game here in overtime? 1st and 10 from the 45. Pickett will take the snap and look to pass. He's firing this one deep downfield. He's got Pickens, and he is gone. The Steelers have won this game in overtime. Unfortunately, we once again failed to get above 500. We're now 5-6 on this season. Aaron Rodgers did not have a good day. I know he played well enough to get us into overtime, but what we saw of Rodgers did not look that good. 18 of 33 for 229 and a touchdown. On the ground, Breece Hall did run for 2 scores and 61 yards. Receiving, Garrett Wilson 6 for 101, and Brock Bowers caught a touchdown. Now over on defense, leading the team in tackles is Quincy Williams and DJ Reed. In sacks, Quinnen Williams got 2, and then Will McDonald and John Franklin Myers both shared 1. Interceptions, Williams got 1, Byron Jones got 1. Now let's see exactly how Kenny Pickett played. He went 30 of 47 for 355 yards and 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. On the ground, Najee ran for 109, and receiving, George Pickens 10 for 167 and 2 scores, including the game winner. Ladd McConkey got a touchdown, and Connor Hayward got a touchdown. Well, there is some good news in us losing. The Bills also lost. Obviously, it's never a good thing when your team loses, but at least the Bills also lost, so we're still in the race for this division. We are now in 3rd place behind the 5-5 Dolphins, who we get to play in the very next episode.